And the Big M welcomes trainer Joe Poliseno. You know, I got a call earlier today. I was going through the drive-through ATM, Joe, and your wife called me. Ellie Ceramic calls me, and she's rather raspy in the vocal department and said she couldn't make it.
Yeah, I kind of filled in for that one.
Is she all right? Is she?
Yeah, she's been sick
okay?
for the last week, but she lost her voice.
No,
she'll be okay.
She was a broadcast legend, a trailblazer, kind of the standardbred version of Charles E. Canty. Do you recall any of those episodes?
Yeah, I was down when she did the Breeders' Crown and worked for ESPN in Florida, and I went around to a couple different tracks when she did that.
Well, we've got some vintage photo, or actually video, I should say, here from YouTube. I think this is Ellie working at Garden State Park with Dave Johnson, and we're going to take a look at this here. Did you know Ellie at that time? Or?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, we were together then. She looked pretty cold right there with Dave Johnson.
What's that, a fur coat or something like that? Or
that looks like
what's going on there? That looks like, I think that's circa 1986. It looks like a 70s disco hairdo as well.
Yeah, it was back there a ways.
She's never going to live that down there.
No.
Of course, she worked at Freehold, the racing network, and still does the Jug simulcast. Do you go with her when she does that? Or?
Not really. I get stuck at home doing all the work while she's out at the Jug.
But when she's at the barn, she does all the work,
yeah,
right?
she does a lot of work. We have about 8 horses, and we do quite a bit of work.
Well, give me your stable status here. Where are you stabled? How many horses do you have? And
we're stabled at Gateway Farm. We have about 8 horses, and we do.
You do very well.
Well, we do all right. It's pretty tough. It's not easy. Up here is very, very hard to race here.
You're
very
from
competitive.
I'm sorry, you're from Jersey originally, right?
Yeah, I grew up in Freehold, New Jersey, by the track, about 5 minutes away. My dad used to race horses back in the 60s, and my brothers got into it, and I got into it.
Carlo Poliseno, your
Carlo's
brother,
one. My brother Tony's the other one.
All right, and Tony Poliseno as well. The first impression I got from you, and maybe this was your first big win, the $200,000 U.S. Pacing Championship with Arts Chip back in August 7th, 2004. Arts Chip winning here in 149-3. I think that's Mike LaChance going to the sword at 20-1. Do you remember this one?
Oh yeah, I do. Hank Kosvac sent me this horse, and he was a big stud horse, and he went first over that day, and he won. It was a great pleasure to have him. He was a good horse.
That must have been a big thrill for you to win on Hambletonian Day in front of the great crowd.
Yes, it was very exciting.
Now, whatever happened to Arts Chip? Did he move on to other stables?
I believe he's standing stud. No, he went back to Ohio. I think he's standing stud out there.
All right. Well, you've had a string of good ones, of course. A Bittersweet, Western Shore, Falos Hanover. Bittersweet, we're going to take a look at one of his wins. It came on, guess what? Hambletonian Day, 2004 right here. Bittersweet winning. This is 2008, excuse me. The oil burner final. There's some snow in the infield here, and Bittersweet did some really good work for you.
Yeah, he's just an amazing horse. I bought this horse, and he had a few quirks that he had made breaks and was jumping stuff, and he was just very, very fast. And that race that night, I was in the snow in 49. That was really good.
Absolutely. In Western Shore, it took a mark of 148-4 here at the Meadowlands as well, right?
Yeah, very, very fast horse. Just a little, he's a stud horse, and he's kind of a little bit reluctant to go, but he has a lot of talent.
All right, you got 3 in tonight, so we'll get right to your entries. Starting in the 4th race, the 6 Success Rocks, a 16-1 morning line here. He had the misfortune of running into the revved-up CC Racy last week. A new driver in Dan Dubé tonight. What's this horse's status? How's he going to end his 0 for 10 on the season?
Well, Rocky's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get, but he's in a good spot there. He's not bad. He has a good shot in there. If he gets the right trip, he could win in there.
All right. In race 8, I think he got a big shot, although it's a salty field. Race 8, the 2 Rescue Plan, who steamrolled first over to a sharp win at Chester, and he draws well in that tougher class.
Yeah, he loves this track, Rescue. He's a good closer. If he gets the right trip, he has a very good shot as well.
It's safe to say this horse's form has cycled forward?
He has been very, very good for the last couple months, and he's been...
What's the key to getting a horse to the top of his form cycle there, or do you just have to train him and hope that he gets there?
We turn this horse out a lot. He has allergies. He goes out in the field. He goes home after he races, and he seems to like it, and that's what we've been doing with him.
So the key is to keeping him happy and treat them as individuals and
keep him happy and keep him out as much as I can.
All right, one more in race 10, the 4 Bolero Andrew. This is a horse for the course, loves this track. He followed up a win with a miscue at Chester and lands in a tough field here.
Yeah, he actually jump something at Chester. I changed his rigging a little bit, and he's a 4-year-old going against the older horses. He has to make the transition now, but he's been very good. He's a very, very fast horse as well.
All right, so Bolero, Andrew, Rescue Plan, Success Rocks. I know you're active at the other tracks as well.
Yeah, Chester, Yonkers, we have to go there, or Poconos.
Any eye on claiming a horse? What are your plans for the summer?
Well, we're always looking to claim something. If anything good comes along, I got 2 great owners in Gus Sinakis and Ray Kuntz, and they've been very good to me. Anything we see, they'll take. So it's just when the opportunity comes.
All right, Joe Poliseno, thanks for subbing for Ellie Sarama.
Yeah,
I know you're a busy guy and you got to warm up some horses.
Yes, I got
tonight.
a couple to go.
All right, well, thanks a lot for joining us, and say hi to Ellie and tell her thanks a lot for all the good things she's done for the sport of harness racing.
I will. Thanks for having me.
Okay, Joe Poliseno, trainer here with 3 in tonight. In the Sulky up next, Wendy Ross, and she'll tee up the Spring Survivor Finals.